All right, we're back, we're here. Boom. So, have you ever wanted something so badly that you finally got it, you actually get it, and you feel, you're like looking around like, that's it? Like this was, wait, what? This was supposed to give me, or make me feel a certain way, or give me value, whatever it is. Have you ever been let down by something like that? Because the reality is social media can do that, and it did that for me because I put my identity into being liked, into being popular. That can happen to anybody. A little bit about myself is I played college baseball. I was super active on social media during college. I remember a photo went viral and it, blew up, got a lot of attention, a lot of exposure, and I thought it was pretty cool. I was like, this is all right, this is cool, like likes, followers. I think back to those moments, and that's what people dream about these days. They just want more followers, more attention, more shares, more likes, more comments. But the reality is I didn't feel any different. If anything, I felt more empty. And the reason why is because I was doing it for the wrong reasons, right? And I tied my identity into something like social media and followers and shares and comments and all this stuff. That's the biggest difference. When it changed for me, when everything changed, it was detaching my ego and my identity into being well liked and being popular, and putting it in something that I can't lose. And it's regardless of if people like me or if people share my stuff, if I'm growing or if I'm influencing as much people as I used to, or whatever that looks like. So with that being said, here are my 5 best practices, my 5 biggest tips when it comes to social media and you building your brand. All right, number 1, it is knowing your why. It's so important to figure out what your why is before you start. There's been books and podcasts to no end talking about knowing your why, and start with the end in mind. And what's your why? But it's so true. Knowing who you are and why you do things is the foundation that you can build all of your habits and your actions on. So why do you use social media? Is it entertainment? Is it to connect with friends, to watch cool videos, to see dope art, like whatever that looks like? Why do you do it, and who are you? Knowing your why, knowing who you are and why you do things is the most important part about creating content, about making, building a brand. You have to know what you want and how you're gonna get there to actually make it happen. So get crystal clear on who you are and what you want and why do you want it. And once you do that, things have a pretty natural way of just falling into place. And that brings me to number 2, and number 2 is be authentic. So the world doesn't need anybody else trying to be somebody they're not. Like I did in the past, trying to be somebody who would be accepted by others, I fell victim to that trap. Think about this. You are the only person on earth with the same talents, the skills, the gifts, abilities that you have. Super unique. So be yourself. Like there's nobody else like you, right? So share that with the world. Be yourself, like regardless if people like it or not, or if they vibe with it or not. Just be yourself. So the point is, number 2, be authentic, be you. Share your gift with the world because nobody else can do it like you do. All right, number 3, guys, that's eliminate distraction, okay? So while we talked about it's important to know who you are and why you do something, it's arguably more important to know what you're not and who you're not. So you have to be able to eliminate distractions and eliminate stuff that doesn't help you, doesn't build you up, doesn't empower you, uplift you, make you feel better, push you closer to your goals and your dreams. All right, moving right along, number 4, and that is everything in moderation. Okay, so just like alcohol, vacation, too much of a good thing, let's be honest, it can be kind of bad. So obviously with alcohol, vacation, I'll give you the example of how many weeks can you really be on vacation, like with no responsibilities, no nothing, if you're just like letting loose, I mean, like for me, it's 2 weeks, 3 weeks tops. Like I'm kind of going stir crazy. And so while vacation and rest might be absolutely what's needed and something that's healthy, that can be overblown and overdone. So in the same way, like vacation can be a bad thing, social media can absolutely be a bad thing. If it is hurting your mental health, if you are constantly comparing yourself to others, comparing your life to other people's highlight reels, then absolutely it can be a bad thing. So everything in moderation. Use it like it is a tool to help you grow and influence, share your message and your gift with the world, and leave it at that. And lastly, number 5, that is use it, don't let it use you. And so we've touched on this before in previous tips, but I think it deserves a whole focus tip in and of itself, because social media defines so much of what we think is important. We judge people based on their follower count. We judge people based on how well their videos do or their influence goes. The reality is none of that really matters. So if it's not coming from the heart, if it's not genuine, authentic content, you should really be more worried about that than anything else. So use it, don't let it use you. Don't let it sabotage your success. If you want to make videos about rabbits, make videos about rabbits. I'm not sure why I picked rabbits, but the point is, if you want to make videos about whatever you enjoy, do it. I hope that helps, guys. I know for me, social media dictated so much of my self-worth, so much of what I thought was important. But I think when I took a step back and understood who I am, who do I really want to be, and why do I want that? Only then was I able to understand, like, social media and likes and followers doesn't define me. And so when you have that knowledge and you truly believe that and you internalize that truth, that frees you up to just create and to share and to just be yourself and not worry about what people think or if it takes off or if it doesn't take off, but to share and create like nobody else but you can. So I hope that helps. I hope it inspires you to create, to be on social media for the right reasons, to connect with cool people, to make dope stuff. So with that being said, guys, if you enjoyed this video, like it, subscribe. But guys, thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you soon. Peace. All right, number 3, that's eliminate distractions. So it's super important to know who you are, like we talked about. Oh, I'm sorry. That was, we'll cut that.